All right, so could you try to write the equations for this? I mean, it looks like you started here with x plus y equals 8. So the other equation is going to use these numbers here, and maybe this one.
Okay. 5c plus 55b equals 3.
So maybe 5x plus 55y equals 340.
Yep.
All right, so how are you going to solve this? Are you going to use substitution, elimination?
Probably substitution.
Okay, go ahead and solve this for x or y, please.
So y is equal to 2, which means x is equal to 6.
Uh, so I think you've got, yeah, small problem there. You said y is 2?
Yeah, there's 2 buses and 6 cars.
Now maybe we have our numbers, maybe you meant 55. I'm not sure, but the way I've written it, do you have it written this way, x plus y equals 8, and then 5 in front of the x and 5 in front of the 55?
Yeah,
Okay. Problem with that is like when you try it in the other equation, like 5 times 6 is 30, 55 times 2 is 110. That is definitely not, it's
or
140.
maybe it's 6 buses and 2 cars.
That is correct. So where do you think the error occurred? I mean, um, when you're using substitution, did you solve this for x or y?
Um, I solved for y first.
Y equals 8 minus x. So that goes into the equation here. So it's 5x plus 55 times 8 minus x equals 340. So 5x plus 440 minus 55x equals 340. And so you get, when you combine like terms, you get minus 50x plus 440 equals 340. And so, yeah, I mean, you just got them backwards or flipped. I don't know if you're going to say it, but on a multiple choice test, both would be there.
Yeah.
That's where you got to be careful.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going here. Number 7, do you feel like you have down or do you have questions on that?
No, I think I have number 7 down.
Good. Excellent. How about number 8? Are you okay on that?
I felt pretty comfortable with 8 too. I feel like 8 was probably the easiest one of those.
All right. There's this other problem for part A, equation for Jared, equation for Melissa, but it refers to something that, oh no, I guess it does refer there. Okay, let's take a look at that. I see. Okay, Jared can make one ornament a minute, and he already has five made. Melissa can make three ornaments every 2 minutes, but does not have any made. Okay. So there, think of slope as rate. So for example, Jared, he can make one per minute, but he's already got five there.
Okay.
What would the equation for Melissa be if she can make three ornaments every 2 minutes? Um, you want to convert that into a unit rate?
Okay. So then probably um, she can do, yeah. So she starts at 0.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So the to do part B, there's a couple of ways to do it. One is to one is to just graph them. One is to just calculate them in like a table. Um,
so then, so Jared in 5 minutes has made 10.
okay.
Jared is 10, and then Melissa has made 15 over 2. So 7.5, yeah.
How about in 12 minutes? How many has Jared made?
Um, here it's made 12, 17, 12, 36 over 18. Melissa's made 18.
Very good. Part C is asking you to set the equations equal to each other.
Okay.
So m plus 5 equals 3 halves m.
Okay.
Couple ways to solve this. I'll let you work that out, see if something stands out to you.
And then subtract m, and you get 5 equals 1/2 m, so then m equals 10. So then they've each made 10 ornaments when they're tied.
M is the number of minutes.
Oh, so then in for 10 minutes, then do I plug that back into the equation, both the equations? See?
Yeah, it should give you the same value.
Okay, so then 15, they've made 15 ornaments from the tied.
There you go. That's good. Right. And then the rest I'm seeing are pretty much solved. I can always find some like it. But nine's the next problem I see on the back.
Okay.
Is that where you'd like us to go, or do you have something else?
No, that works.
All right, so we got suppose your class is raising money for the Red Cross by selling fruit and cheese. You make $4 in each basket of fruit and $5 in each box of cheese that you sell. How many items of each type must you sell to raise more than $100? Right, an inequality. Okay. So we're gonna make X fruit and Y cheese. Could you give me the equation for uh, the inequality? I'm not sure what you had written. That definitely is not related to this question. Maybe it's just a something else, but do you want to try writing that equation now?
Um, yeah,
It's
10x
typically
plus
it's
20y is less than 160.
nope, nope, nope. I don't know where that came from. That's just completely wrong. So restart on that. Like those numbers aren't even in the problem.
Okay,
So like I said, it's typically a price times quantity.
so 4x plus 5y
We need to be more than 100. So which symbol out
is
of
greater than
these?
or equal to. Wait, no, just more than. So then
Yeah,
4x plus 5y is greater than
right.
100.
So first thing is you correctly identified that this is a dashed line, and this is a solid line. You should then determine the intercepts, the x-intercept and the y-intercept.
I can just plug in 0 for those, right?
Exactly. And that's what will allow you to graph this.
Mhm. The x-intercept is 25. The y-intercept is 20. And then just a dashed line. And then shade that in.
Yeah. Now, the other thing here is that really other things here is that x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0. It ends up being this triangular region down here.
Yeah.
So I believe the equation you're writing actually is for number 10, but um, we still have a bit more to do here. It says to uh, graph how many items each is okay. Write the inequality for situation graph. So we've done that. You haven't really answered the question of how many items of each type must you sell to raise more than $100. I don't really know what the teacher wants there. Maybe a table. What do you think they were expecting?
Um, for number 10.
No, for number 9. Number 9. It says how many of each type must you sell to raise more than
Oh, just like the minimum amount needed to that you need to sell.
well, I get that, but like an answer would be, for example, 26 baskets of fruit or
I think they're
20.
just looking for the intercepts. So it'd
Okay.
be x is greater or is less or greater than or equal to 20.
I'm recommending maybe talk to your teacher. Maybe that could have also been a fragment. The 10 is more clear. It just says give one possible solution.
Okay.
So it's not written well, and that creates this uncertainty about what to do. So 10, you do have the right equation. You wrote this down in the other one. 10x x is books. Um, sorry, x is the paperback and y is the hardcover. So you have 10x plus 20y um, less than 160. But there's one other inequality here. What does this part say? How would you turn that into an inequality?
Um, isn't it already an inequality right now?
It is, but this is the one on price.
Oh, for the one on number of books.
Yeah, if she walks out with only 5 books, that violates this.
wants to buy at least 10 books. So then part of x plus y is less than or equal to 10.
It's at least though.
Yeah, isn't that less than or equal to? Oh no, it'd be greater than or equal to.
Yeah, so we need at least, at most, there's a few other wordings, greater, more, less, so on. All right. Okay. So when we're graphing, we have to graph both of these this time. And you really want to do the intercepts, use the intercepts to do it. So um, can you give me the intercepts of the first one here?
Um, 16 and 8.
They're intercepts, so you got to give me as ordered pairs or
Oh, um, so then it'd be 16, 0, and 0, 8.
so 16 0 16 means that x is 0 and y is 16. That does not work. I think you gave it to me backwards.
Well, when x is 0, it'd be 0, 8 is a pair, and then would it be 16, 0?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what'd I say?
The flip doesn't really matter, but that's okay. So there it is. And then x plus y has to be greater than 10. So this time, those are the two intercepts. So this is a little bit harder. It's like, well, which region are we graphing? It's one's
Yeah,
bigger, one's less than. It ends up being this over here on the right.
okay. You'll graph
And
the
then I
in
feel like,
between of the two lines, like the kind
yeah,
of the
flipping
inner.
in between.
Okay,
I think this is really a good here question because give one possible solution. You got to be really careful that you pick something that actually satisfies both. Like for sure that point does, for sure that point does, and that point does. The others are all kind of questionable. Depends on how well you graph.
okay,
So don't pick ones that you're not sure about, basically.
all right, all right. Simple enough, I think.
Okay. So one of the things I think we could do here is I could put up some more systems of equation word problems and have you just write the equations. We don't necessarily need to solve them, but that's one option. Maybe a couple more inequality problems. What would be best for you?
Was there more like
That's all I
one
see.
one's missing?
That's all I see. It seems like I guess there's 22 that says Jason and
Yeah,
Danielle or
Jason and the
some.
Jason and Daniel one. Yeah,
Okay. The way to do these problems is to actually solve it out without looking at their work and
okay,
then decide. Like, I know it's hard to do, but just basically solve um, the system 2r plus 7t equals 11, r minus 9t equals minus 7 using whatever approach you think is best, which is probably elimination.
all right,
But basically, you should just cover it up, cover up what they have, solve it, and then compare.
okay. Doesn't sound too hard. I got t is 1 and x is 2.
Okay, so now which of those matches?
So Jason is correct.
And so the thing that's very different here is Daniela uses some sort of like weird this way of, you know, like
I
she
don't
just
know how
can't,
Daniela did what she did.
well, she just canceled out the fees, I guess. I don't really know either, but she got down to R equals 18, which is wrong. It's usually pretty clear how to navigate these.
Yeah.
Like someone will do it completely wrong, and you know to do it. You will work it out on your own and then compare your work to theirs.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you check through your papers there and see if there is any other problems that we missed.
Um, um, no, I think we got everything.
Okay. Would you like us to do what I suggested, which is do some more systems where you just write the equation from the word problem?
Yeah, I can see actually if he's posted the final study guide. I think
We
they
could
were
also work on that.
required to by the end of today. Yeah, he has. Oh, wow. Do you want me to send you the study guide?
Sure.
You want me to just send you snips, or do you want me to send you I'm trying to figure out how to send you the document.
However you want to get it over is fine. I mean, we don't have a ton of time to go through, so a couple pages would probably be more than enough.
I can share my screen. No, I can't, because then I can't see what you're doing. Yeah, I'll just click. I'll just like take um screen images of it. We can probably just start with that, and that should take us pretty far.
All right, we'll start with number one. This is a fixed plus a variable cost problem. Um, Parts are typically considered fixed, labor is considered variable. You can think of that, again, it's a rate, so you can think of that as the slope.
Okay.
So could you try writing an equation for this? It's really an mx plus b, and they give you y, m, and v in this problem.
Yeah. Okay. So then 553 is equal to 48x plus 265.
Very good.
Mm, And then it would take 6 hours.
All right. Okay, let's keep going here. Number two is similar. Um, there's a linear equation that you can write here, almost exactly the same. Y equals mx plus b situation. See if you can write the equation.
So 170 equals 10x plus 50. X equals 12.
All right, very good. Okay, so moving on to some equations that we're solving. I would recommend distributing, especially in the case where it works out, doesn't create more fractions, it actually resolves the fractions. So I would definitely distribute in. Same thing over here.
Okay. And then X equals 6.
Okay, good. You want to try number six here on your own? I think I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing them out of order because I see. Instructor did it that way. All right, let's try number four. You have to combine like terms first on the left.
No solution.
Yep. So you got 12 equals 4, which is not true, no solution. What if it were 0 equals 0? What would that be?
Infinitely many solutions.
Infinite solutions. All right. Five. Five is a problem potentially like it's kind of like three, but you have to decide, okay, you're either going to distribute in these fractions, and on the case of the left, it does not fraction doesn't go away, which is okay. Like that's fine. The mistake here is if you try to clear the fractions, you only multiply the coefficient in front, not the other. It's really only one term here is the point. Like this whole
Okay.
thing is a term. So I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Okay. um, 3, 18, 3, then D is equal to -42.
Could be. So if we test that, that's -30 over here, and then that's -45. And then this is negative. Yeah, it is.
That doesn't work, does it?
It does. Oh, it does. It does. You okay? Comfortable with that? I mean, that's kind of a, I mean, that's a challenging question in the
Yeah.
sense of like all right. Why don't you try this one on your own, please?
Y equals -1.
All right. Now, did you solve it that quickly, or did you just guess an answer, or did you just work it out?
No, I just solved it. It was
Okay.
pretty simple mental math because
Yeah.
15y plus 6.
Right. Okay. Number 7 here, distribute, combine like terms, distribute.
7 was hard. Infinitely many solution.
Okay. Very good. All right. Why don't you try 8?
Mhm. 8's not up on the screen.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
8 is not up on the screen.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking at it on yours as well. K over -9 equals 7. I just figured you
So,
would look at it and tell me the answer.
uh,
All right.
then times -9. K equals -63.
All right. Good job. All right. Anything else you want to work on? Do you want to send over another sheet? We got a few minutes. You
That was about it. It was, um,
okay? So I'm gonna get you scheduled. Mom laid out um some times. Uh, what Mom said like after 1 o'clock on these days. Does that mean you got an early release and like you can? Maybe those are weekend days. Never mind. Okay.
yeah, they're probably weekend
Never mind.
days.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Cool. I will see you next week at our usual time, and then we'll get those additional times on the schedule.